What is something that you believe that you're going to work on? Nataki, we already know that you're going to be doing the fitness challenge.
Yes.
But what are some things that you are planning to work on as we lead up to this event?
Mm-hmm. And before you answer that, I do want to say that one of my favorite things, not at the event, but that was included, is that when you register, there are some self-development things that are suggested just to put yourself in the space where you're receptive to meeting a compliment. And I'm using that as a personal guide, and the fitness jumped out at me. But yeah, Kundayo, what about you?
What am I looking forward to working on the most between now and then? I think you kind of said it, being more receptive, being more open, being more, how do I say, just the ability to meet sisters and just talk and begin to, to feel things out and not be so, sometimes we could be so, we have so many, we can be so black and white sometimes. And so critical even sometimes of people, overly critical, especially in the beginning, without truly knowing them. So just getting to know people and taking it slowly and get to know people and put yourself out there and being vulnerable. Being vulnerable, because I think love is best expressed through vulnerability. Now, I don't think you can have true love or true understanding if you don't have vulnerability. So, being open, that's the thing I'm working on the most. Continue to work on. That's something I'm trying to work on now, but continue to work on that aspect of myself. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, I don't think I could have answered that question any better, because that's exactly what I was planning to say. Working on openness and being vulnerable, and it's hard, especially with a stranger, right? Trusting someone that you don't necessarily know to create something beautiful.
Right.
So that is definitely something that I plan to work on.
Yeah.
Some of the best advice I heard about relationships and family was, an elder said, she said, if you look for friendship first, you'll never go wrong. But if things don't work out romantically, at least you still have the friendship.
Yes.
So I think that's very, very important. I think a lot of us, man, we look at everybody as a potential husband or potential wife, and sometimes that's not fair, especially in the beginning, because it creates unfair expectation, undue pressure. Just seek friendship, just seek to know each other, seek to connect on some level and begin to grow it out. You're going to be together, if you're going to be together the next 20, 30, 40 years, you have time to figure all these other things out. You have time to grow to a new reality with each other.
You're right.
And you're always growing and changing anyway, so, just meet and greet and, have a good time. Enjoy it. Have a good time. Have a good time.
Well,
smile a little. Don't be so uptight.
As we were organizing this, you said something that really resonated, and I think was a theme that we kept in mind throughout the planning, which was that sometimes when you go to singles events, it's so serious and so intense. And it's just like, wow. And you were like, why can't it be fun? Like, why can't we be enjoying ourselves as we try and meet somebody? And when I look back at most of the singles events I went to, there was like this heavy air that it was like super.
It's very heavy. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure for some reason. And just let's have fun. Be serious, but have fun. We're not being reckless. We're not being careless. We're not being frivolous. But we're being serious in our intention. Our intention is hopefully to come out of
being intentional, like but you can enjoy something.
You can just be mate with, right? But you can still have fun in the course of that.
Right. And I think
have fun in the course of that.
I think I'm looking forward to the fun part of this, because it's just like, wow, like, okay, I haven't really, I mean, I've been to too many, I think, singles events, and the fun part is definitely lacking, and then that pressure and everything is there. So I'm looking forward to just being able to sit and relax and just enjoy being around brothers and sisters, because I've learned a lot from sisters. I learned a lot from brothers, and like you said, even establishing relationships, because not everything may happen on the spot, but those relationships, I introduce people who I think are good fits all the time, and it it's not always that you go into it like this person has to bring this into my life. You never know what other people may bring into your life just by knowing them and being open and vulnerable enough to share what's going on in your life, so that they may say, oh, you know, that's something, you may connect really well with this person, and you know, it leads.
I agree.
All right. So that's all we have time for today. But this has been a really great conversation, and hopefully for people who are really ready to meet someone and find someone, you've gotten some inspiration here. I was saying earlier that the brothers have been leading in terms of registering, so it's been interesting because usually you think of sisters being.
We appreciate it, brothers.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm taking the challenge, the BB2B Fitness Challenge. But, you know, I think it's been time for a while for a new paradigm in terms of how Black love and relationships is approached, in especially for those of us in the diaspora. And, you know, just this concept of an East Coast revolutionary singles Black love event. I mean, just that title in and of itself is just like, you know, for those of us who have that knowledge of self and really want to see it reflected in those that we meet, it's
been long overdue.
Long overdue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really good.
Can't get here fast enough. But I'll work on the self-development until then. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Talk to you soon. All right.